Gang, Pakistan just has a full blown blackout, which brings me to the idea of what is abundance, what is prosperity. Because on my YouTube channel, I bring you guys ways to have financial freedom, to take away your time from the slave master so you can be your own dream, which you were born to be. However, I think that freedom, right, comes in multiple uh, layers, just like a banana, right? We must have financial freedom. We must have truth as a freedom. We also must be prepared to, have freedom. And today I'm going to talk about the tools that's required, in my opinion. I'm not an expert in any shape or fashion, but what I have in my own personal arsenals for bad times. And someone that doesn't play checkers and plays chess, okay, I always think 20, 25 to 50 moves ahead because I grew up in Iran where there was massive inflation. The government printed so much money. The tariffs on this country also caused inflation. I grew up in a time where you had to stand in line for hours to just get a pound of chicken or to get a pound of rice. I grew up in an era where we didn't have any freedom, and people will kill you for speaking against the government. So as I grew up, I realized that financial freedom is important, but having a backup plan is also as important. And today I'm going to share with you some of the tools that everyone, I believe, should have for times like this. Okay. Now, this is not a sponsorship ad or anything like this. These are just the stuff that I buy that I have for my own. So Goal Zero didn't pay me or any shape or fashion or any of these products I'm going to show you, but is what I think is very important to have as a minimum for survival, because we live in this fantasy country, America, and we're thinking that everything's going to be okay. But the country is breaking down in front of us, and many of us are blind to see. But even if it hopefully never does, because that's one of the reasons we escaped Iran to come to America, to have a stable country. So I don't want it to break down. But even if it doesn't break down and some natural disaster happens or electricity goes down or whatever, right? It's always good to have these supplies, I think, always with you. Now, it may cost a little money, but I call it the real insurance, because all of us pay all this fake insurance like car insurance, dental insurance, health insurance, insurance for our phones, insurance for our laptops. But I think these are fake insurance, and the real insurance is what I'm talking about here. I think that everyone should have, a portable power station that can recharge to the solar, and as part of your exit plan, as part of your backup plan, okay? Because the grid can go down, and it's really hard to do anything when we're customary to have light, right? Well, our eyes are not trained to see in the dark, and we will probably get scared and we don't know what to do, and there's going to be a lot of chaos. So just having one little simple light, because you have a backup solar generator, can really de-stress you. It can really help you see your next move, like if I can say it that way, okay? Another piece of equipment is, I think that everyone should have, dry food. All these YouTube channels talk about money and financial freedom, but they forget this part of the freedom that we must have, okay? To have backup plans in case that our utopia world breaks down for one reason or another, okay? That we should all have dry food, okay? Something that we can put into a backpack, which I'm going to get into in a second, because it's very, very, very important, okay? That water may run out, electricity may run out, so many things can go wrong. But since we live in America, we have so much abundance, but we don't really realize, okay? Now, another piece of item that I think everyone should have is water to straw, to filter out water, because we're so dependent on the water, here, and our stomachs don't have any bacteria and viruses and stuff like that to be able to deal with raw water, because we've been like a dog. We've been so what's the word for it? We've been so humanized where we can't even take simple bacteria, fungus, because we stripped our body away, defense system away, because of sterilizing everything. So I think everyone should have this in their backpack as well. It doesn't matter if you're making $50,000 a year, if you're making $10 million a year, you're making $5 billion a year. I think everyone should have one of these backup plans, which actually has a universal straw in it, so you can drink water in case the water system doesn't work, in case the systems are down, in case there's a civil war, in case there's no electricity, in cases whatever, guys. Okay, I can't think about everything. Hurricane, winds, whatever. And then also, what I have is a 75 pack, which is basically, a big backpack that I can keep all the stuff that I want in there. Okay. Again, these companies have not sponsored me. I'm just doing this out of, what I own. This is exactly the brand that I own, and this is exactly where I bought it from. So anyways, I think everyone should have a really big backpack, your exit backpack, and you never touch it, and you fill it up with all the stuff you want, like a tent, like your water filter system, this, and that, and it's just there, right? In case something bad happens and you got to get this backpack. And I would highly recommend having two of these backpacks, okay? One at a different location in case your home gets burned down, in case something happens at your home, that you can go somewhere else and have that same exact backpack, okay? And same materials. Maybe one is more your primary, primary, and the other one's secondary. One is your JV, and the other one's your varsity, right? Your varsity, you have nicer stuff, which is at your home, but your JV's package somewhere else. But it's very, very crucial to have two of these backpacks because you never know what's going to happen. I know we live in America and we're accustomed to so much abundance. We go to the grocery store and we want to get 20 different ketchups to choose from. We want to have 50 different water bottles to choose from. But I'm telling you, in other countries, it's not like that. You go there, you're lucky if they have one water bottle. Okay, and other countries you have to wait in lines to get this if you're lucky. So I don't want us to become sheeps and think that we're always going to have this abundance, because hopefully to God we will always have these abundance. But what if? And because of the what if is why I'm making this video for you guys, that showing you exactly what I have. Right, I have a backpack, I have a solar panel charger, I have the water bottles, I have tents, I have everything that's required to be sustained for myself for weeks or months, right? Of course, I'm going to run out of water and then I'm going to have to hunt or fish or do other stuff. And that's why, I decided to do this video for you guys to help you realize that, hey, man, all right, in Pakistan, there is no lights for days now. The whole country is dark. We've seen Katrina when floods have came in. We've seen Puerto Rico when natural disasters happen. So it's real. And it's not all about making money. I mean, all these YouTube channels are allocated and dedicated to stacking paper. Well, paper is fake. It's like a layer 4. Layer 1 is your health, right? If you don't have health, nothing else matters. And in America today, we have so much abundance that we have so much obesity, because our food has no nutritional value because it's been so processed so much, and corporations are making millions of dollars, but the average citizen is plumbing up, unbelievable. The major causes of death in America is not terrorists, right? Is actually heart disease, is actually diabetes, is actually cancer. Those are the causes of death. And so, we have to be smart consumers, okay? It's not all about the money, because like I said, that's a layer 4. Layer 1 is your health, right? Layer 2 is the production of goods that we put out there, right? Are we producing something? Because without the production of having sheeps, right, layer 3 is going to be the money system, right? Layer 3. And I'm freestyling this stuff, guys. I'm never scripted, so I said 4, but it's really 3. So forgive me that I'm not scripted, okay? But I guess what I'm trying to explain to you is that your first layer of freedom is your health. How good in shape are you? Your second layer is your ability to produce. Or, can you draw? Can you create? Can you become a farmer? Can you make apples? Can you fix computers? Do you have some kind of skill, right? Right, because that's the most important. Layer 3 is money that supports that layer 2 of production or service rendered, right? And all these channels are focused about layer 3. We got to make money. We got to, figure out how to compound an interest rate. But the truth of the fact is that if we don't have layer 2, right, which layer 1 should be health, and layer 2 should be, I guess, tools and, safety, having water, having electricity. If you don't have that, then layer 2 would be production of goods. And then I guess I was right, freestyling. Layer 4 would be the monetary system, having, means of bartering or changing currency. So if you don't have layer 1 and 2, then forget about 3, right? Forget about 4, right? Forget about the Bentley and this and this and this and the Bitcoins and all that stuff, right? So it's very, very important to have some tools in your backyard, in your garage, in your car, however you like to put it, just in case shit hits the fan, right? In case shit hits the fan, guys. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you really like this video, click the like button, share this message, leave me a comment, help me out, help my family out with the algorithms. And if you share this message, I highly appreciate it, because I've dedicated my life bringing education for you guys totally for free. I don't even monetize my YouTube channel. All right, guys, thank you.